Shocking clarification from Ajit Pawar after the threat that he issued to voters over funds. Ajit Pawar said, I said what I had to say, and that he also says, I don't give importance to criticism. And he also questions how his statement is a threat. Remember, this comes after Ajit Pawar had made a statement where in a speech he had threatened voters and said that if you cut votes, I will cut funds. Now, there has been backlash that has happened as well. In fact, let's quickly listen in to what Ajit Pawar had to say earlier.
मला मी माझी भूमिका मांडतो. विरोधकांनी काय त्याच्यावर टीका करावी तो त्यांचा अधिकार आहे. तो संविधानाने दिलेला आहे, लोकशाहीमध्ये आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला त्याच्याबद्दल काय मी जे काही आहे ती वस्तुस्थिती सांगतो. ह्याच्या उपर आरोप प्रत्यारोप तर त्या ठिकाणी होणार. मी आरोप प्रत्यारोपाला महत्त्व देत नाही. मी विकास कामाला महत्त्व देतो. आत्ता देखील तुम्ही माझं भाषण ऐकलं असेल. कशाला धमकवलं? अहो, आता सगळेजण तुम्ही बघताय ना देश पातळीवरच्या निवडणुका, प्रत्येक जण सांगतात आमचं सरकार आलं. तर त्या बिहारमध्ये तर तुम्हाला आठवत असेल तेजस्वीने तर सांगितलेलं होतं की आमचं सरकार येऊ द्या, प्रत्येकाच्या घरामध्ये एक एक सरकारी नोकरी देतो म्हणले होते ना. म्हणले होते का नव्हते? प्रत्येकाला बोलण्याचा अधिकार आहे ना. कुणाचं म्हणण्याला महत्त्व द्यायचं आणि कुणाच्या म्हणण्यावर विश्वास ठेवायचा ही जनता ठरवत असते. जनता शेवटी जनता जनार्दन सर्वस्व आहे, ती त्या ठिकाणी मतदान करत असते.
तुम्ही मला 18च्या 18 उमेदवार निवडून दिले ना, मी तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं सगळं द्यायला तयार आहे. पण तुम्ही तिथं काट मारली का मी पण काट मारला. तुमच्या हातात मत द्यायचंय, माझ्या हातात निधी द्यायचंय. बघा काय ते.
My colleague Anuj joins us with more details. Anuj, now after the statement that was made by Ajit Pawar on cutting funds if votes were cut down, he's now made a clarification and questions how his statement was a threat. He also stands by what he said.
Well, yes, he completely stands by what he said. Just to put it in some context, a couple of days back, Ajit Pawar was on his Marathwada tour, where while he was in Maregaon, in his home constituency, he told the voters pretty directly that if they do not vote according to his wish, then it will be him as a finance minister who will decide on whether to go ahead with the funds required for the region or not. And this was a very clear statement made by him, right? It wasn't even in tongue-in-cheek sort of a humor. And now one can see that the clarification is slightly ambiguous, because he's not completely backtracked or apologized for the statements that he's given. Instead, he's stated that he stands by what he said, and he's gone a step ahead by saying that such kind of promises are made time and again, citing the recent example of Tejasvi Yadav saying that a government job will be given to every family if the RJD Congress government was elected to power. And that is the reference that Ajit Pawar is holding. He also stated that the opposition has got their own right to criticize him for his statements, but he also has his constitutional right to ask votes on the basis of whatever promises he can serve to the people. However, in that clarification, he also made it very clear that the government is very steadfast in working for the development of a particular region by utilizing the funds by the state and the central government in equal measures for everyone. Where one can see that he's riding on two cars or two vehicles at the moment, where on one hand he is not completely apologizing or backtracking from the statements that he gave just a couple of days back, but now he's stating that the funds put in by the state or the central government are to be used equally without any discrimination at all. But what this has done is that it has put the entire Mahayuti coalition, especially the Bharatiya Janata Party, the ruling party here, in some sort of a tricky position, because we saw the Revenue Minister Chandrasekhar Bawankule also made a statement a while back where he said that the allocation of funds is not just the prerogative of the Finance Minister, right, but also happens with the assent of the Chief Minister, that is Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, which is why one is not in a position to give such kind of statements, is what was indirectly hinted by the Revenue Minister of the state. Back to the studio.